You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
Welcome everybody to our 2025 kit review, Battered MLS fans. I'm your host Dan Uganata, and alongside me I got Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
Good, man. I'm happy to get on and discuss all of the nice looking kits, all the ugly looking kits, and the rest of the batch.
All right, now obviously there's tiers, right? You've been seeing it all over Twitter, and everybody's putting out their tiers. We also have a tier system. So let me just explain the tier system before we get started. Real quick, I put it up there. I don't know if you can see it on the very top. That is the top tier, which is the 5 mic tier. For those that Chris and I grew up hip hop heads, we love hip hop. If you were, I guess maybe our age, you remember the Source magazine, the 5 mics meant that it was a classic. That is our top tier. After that, you would have that's a dub, which is good, not
jersey.
classic, but good. Then you have the third tier, which is Black Friday sale. You like it, but I'm going to wait till it goes on sale because I'm not paying full price. Then you got the fourth tier, which is do better, which is very obvious, right? Self-explanatory. Just do better. And then you have the final tier on the bottom, que pena, which basically means, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, embarrassing. They should just trash it all
Feel
together.
sorry for you.
So,
yep.
Those are the 5 tiers, and we are going to get started right now. Let's see, where should we get started? Let's start with our friends in Atlanta. We got ATL. Obviously, very similar to what we've seen already from them plenty of times before with the 5 stripes. So I'm going to put the larger image up front first, and then I'm going to minimize it while we discuss. So that's the kit right there, Chris. Now, what are your thoughts on Atlanta United's kit?
I like you said, it looks similar to all the other ones from beforehand. I know that they did something a little different on the bottom left of the kit itself, but for the most part, it looks pretty similar to what they've had before.
I'm with you. I know that a lot of people say that it screams a classic, right? And Tommy's here, very similar, less gold. Yeah. I'm going to put it in the que pena category, which is the worst category, because I feel like it's horrible. You can literally tell me that was the kit that they wore the year that they won the championship, or that's the kit that they wore during the pandemic, and I'd believe you. At some point, get creative. Que pena.
I actually put it in my Black Friday clearance special category. It looks okay. It's the same as the others. I'll wait till it goes on special and I'll grab it.
All right. Well, people think that you're catering to your Atlanta fandom.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess they've been doing awesome videos, to be honest.
All right. So that was Atlanta. That was what we're kicking off with. Now let's move on to the brand new team, San Diego, and their first road kit. Oh, I'm sorry, home kit. It's their first home kit. It's that navy blue. You have that. I guess that's the Adidas template this year with those 2 lines going down the sides. Yes. What are your thoughts on the San Diego home kit?
So this is a weird thing, right? Because they're a new team. You have no history to work off of. So as far as like their inaugural home kit, it's okay. I like the coloring on the sides. I thought that was pretty dope. But other than that, it's not particularly a very nice looking kit. It's a first.
So where are you putting it?
I also put that in the Black Friday clearance. Now, again, I'm trying to think of this objectively, right? Okay. And to me, if I'm a fan of San Diego, I would buy that immediately. But objectively, as far as a kit, I wouldn't go after that. Unless it was on.
If you're a San Diego fan, you have no choice because that's literally the only kit you have. It's the
only one. Exactly, yes.
San Diego, I think, did a poor job, one, with their badge. It's ugly as hell. We had San Diego on the show last week when we were previewing the season, and they really didn't have an explanation. They said it's because it's 18 neighborhoods in the city or something weird like that. Yeah. There's 18 lines interconnect. It's something weird. Amanda says, do better, San Diego. I say, que pena, San Diego. You should have came out. You're going up against what I'm assuming in San Diego. You have a lot of Liga MX teams that are fandom from Liga MX. You have a lot of people that might root for LA teams. You need to come out strong. you need to come out and be like, have a shirt that people are like, you know what, I'm gonna rock that, even though I rock with Liga MX or I rock with LAFC or Galaxy, and you came out with this. Like, I don't know. I thought that this was rough. I'm not a fan. I think they could have done much better. Qué pena.
I was close to putting it in the do better category, but because it's their inaugural kit, I gave them a little bit of more flexibility than I guess I should have.
All right. Now let's move over to Inter Miami and their road kit. Black and gray, right down the middle, half black, half gray with the pink accents. A lot of people said that this was done because it's similar to the New Old Boys that Messi used to play for in Argentina. Also, I believe Barcelona's had a kit that looks similar to this also. So a lot of people feel like they're pandering to Messi. I personally like the look of this kit because it's different from everything that Miami's had in the past. Chris, what did you think about this kit?
Well, I like it, and I think it's nice. I don't like the off gray, the black and the off gray deal with the boxy pattern. I feel like we've had other better away kits than this one. And the fact that we are sort of pandering to the Newell's Old Boys, I feel like that's kind of like, I don't know. And there's people saying that that's a dub that's in the dub category. Now, Mitch, again, you're saying that I say that as I'm wearing it. Yes, but I am a fan. I'm going to buy it no matter what. I'm trying to look at this objectively, and I actually put it in my Black Friday list. You've already hit 3 of my Black Friday hits.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. How truthful are you being on these reviews? Because you put it in your Black Friday, but you're wearing it. So you didn't wait till Black Friday, Chris.
But again, I want to mention something here. I am a super fan of this team. So like, even if they would have given it to me and Kaka Brown, I would have bought it. Right?
Okay. Well, a lot of Inter Miami fans in the chat are saying that they would wait for Black Friday. Also, I put it in the dub. This is my favorite black kit that Inter Miami's had, outside of maybe their first one. But I'm partial for the first one because they had no sponsor, and I wish all kits had no sponsor, and that's why I like it so much. But I really love this kit. I love the combination of black and gray. I think that combination is really nice. Yes. Then you mix in the pink in there, and you win me over. I think that it's a dub of a kit, and that's where we're gonna go. No 5 mics yet, though. No 5 mics yet. All right, so let's move over and these are all randomized. I just randomly put them. They just landed as they did. So we have San Diego again. Now this is their road kit, San Diego road kit. What are your thoughts on the San Diego road kit? As you can see, and then on the back it says woven into one, and then I guess at some point on the bottom right it has that 18. And I guess remember I told you that the guys on the show were explaining it to me. That 18 is those 18 neighborhoods or counties, or I don't know what it was exactly, but that's what that 18 and that crest stands for.
Well, we got a do better. We got a que pena, right? And we got to do better, too plain and simple. A que pena, once again, by Mr. Krabs. I'm going to tell you where I graded it. I graded this in the que pena category. It's just too basic. This is San Diego. It's your first kits. What are you doing on the bottom tiers of jersey of like kit, rankings?
Do you think there's a chance that because it's their first year, they know they don't have to impress anybody because people are going to buy it regardless because there's no other option? They're like, you know what? Let's save these good ideas we have for next year when we actually have to convince people to buy them.
Yes, absolutely. When they have to get more creative.
Yeah. That
right now,
because this is another one. I'm with you, que pena. This is another plain kit with a horrible badge, really rough. I think that San Diego is just que pena. Just it's a rough start, man. Rough start to them. I'm going que pena also, and that's 2 San Diego kits, 2 que penas for me.
Well, you're already running through your que pena category. You got 4 already.
Yeah. It's coincidence. I don't know. All right, here we go. And again, these are just random, so I don't know. San Jose is next. San Jose, I think this is interesting because it's a bunch of newspaper articles from like the San Jose soccer history and whatnot. I see where they were thinking that this would be nice, but I think it looks really ugly. Um, but I thought the thought process behind it was nice. What are your thoughts on this kit, Chris?
I think this is one of the best kits out there. One of the most
Okay.
creative kits. I got this under the 5 mic category. I love
What?
I love the detail on this.
What?
I love the detail on this.
Mm.
This to me, and then it's like it shows the history and this. I mean, look, I don't know much about San Diego Quakes history, but like this to me, I would buy this, and I'm not even a San Diego. I would buy this and put Joseph Martinez's name on it
I'm
right
with
now.
Lucho here. Dope idea. Again, I thought it was a good idea. The execution, in my opinion, was off. I did not like it. I'm not a fan of it. I was not a fan of the execution. I think it looks sloppy. I think it looks like a training jersey, honestly. But because of the history and the thought, like the idea behind it, I put it in my Black Friday sale. Because if I
Okay.
could get this at 50% off on Black Friday, because of the history and everything, I would get it. So I put it in the Black Friday sale for me because I like the idea. Not a huge fan of the execution, but because of the history, I love a good story. I'm a sneakerhead, and most sneakerheads are big on backstories. And on a shoe, there's only so much you can
Yes.
do. But you give it a story, and all of a sudden, it makes the shoe more appealing. Give me a good story, and it looks better. I think that the story was good. The execution wasn't. So for me, is that middle tier Black Friday sale.
And then Mr. Krabs is asking, why do we have an OK on their list? The OK is the Black Friday sale. That is like the mid
Z,
tier
right? You
of
want to go?
yeah,
It go A, B, C, D, F. I
yeah,
guess is
yeah,
what you could say, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you want to go that route, also, we decided to name them differently, but you can go that route also. All right.
yeah.
Let's see. Next we have Toronto. Now I saw Richard Greenberg here. I know he put up a comment. I didn't get to see what it said.
You almost
Um,
choked looking at that jersey, at that kit.
I think this is all in one across the back neckline right there. Global Toronto area. So on the bottom right. And just an all red, which is what you expect to see from Toronto. What are your thoughts on the Toronto kit?
Again, and here's Greenberg saying, yeah, the new TFC shirt is kind of ugly, but I'm happy it's back to being red. It's back to the same sort of jersey that they had a couple years ago. I do like the little thing that they did in the back, the global Toronto area, thing, but I put it in the que pena. I put it in the que pena list for
Wow.
me.
Okay.
It
For
could
me,
have been so much better. It could have been so
okay.
much better.
And based off what you just said, it could have been better. I said do better. I could see where you could go in with this. Right on the bottom right, it looks like there's some type of design there where it's like
Yes.
like fading into like a darker red. So
Yeah.
okay, you got something going there. Not in love with it. Not in love with the all red. I think they could do better. So I'm gonna go with do better for Toronto. And I don't really think there's much else to say for Toronto. But like Richard Greenberg said, it's nice that they're going back to the all red. Sporting KC. They do the horizontal stripes often. How do you feel about the Sporting KC kit?
I like the little patterns that they did sort of in between the little blue sections there, like the little lines. I actually think that that's pretty dope. I like the little 3 triangles they have in the back. I don't know what the hell it means, but it looks like it means something. Aside from that, I thought that this kind of jersey could have been done better, so I put it in the do better category. This left a lot to be desired. And let me tell you, if it's all like blue or all one color in the back, that's even more disappointing.
I'm also not a fan of it. They've gone horizontal stripes for a couple seasons. I'm not a fan. I wish I knew what those little lines meant.
Yeah.
Maybe, like I said, I'm big on stories. Maybe if I could find out what the story was behind it, maybe I'd change my mind. But not a fan of the horizontal stripes. Not a fan of the kit overall. I put it in the do better because I think they could do better.
I also did.
I mean, they had last year's throwback kit. They had the best throwback kit with the with the Kansas City
By far.
Wizards, was it?
Yes.
It was dope, and I thought that team would be a little more. I don't know. I was disappointed. I guess is the best way I could put it. I
Well,
was disappointed.
shout out to Davi. He says
State line.
it's the state line. They tried to replicate it in hoop form.
Interesting. All right, thank you, Davi, for that. St. Louis.
This is
Chris?
I'm just gonna get right to it. This is a que pena for me. This is que pena. Like, first of all, I've hated the fact that they have Purina for a sponsor. Like, I think that's one of the top 5 most awful sponsors to put on the front of your kit. And the fact that they didn't really spaz it up or anything like that, do anything like St. Louis related. Like, why haven't they put in that arc that they have in St. Louis? Like, St. Louis is known for that little arc that you used to see
on the
in, like,
badge.
the Nelly. It is?
It's on the badge. Yeah.
I don't
It's on
see
the
the
badge.
arc. Oh, that's right. It is. Okay, I see that. I thought that they would make it like something in the jersey, not just in the badge and stuff. I don't know. Purina, red, nothing else. Garbage. Que pena.
And then Mitch said it looks like a Target employee shirt. I could definitely see that also. I could definitely see the Target. If you're gonna go straight polo with the collar, you got to be careful because there's some colored shirts that just kind of call to you, right? Like red, you just think Target. At one point, baby blue, you thought CVS. I think they might have changed that up. So I'm also with you, que pena. I thought that it was just way too plain, just red and a collar.
Yes.
I mean, look, and I like collared kits. I like them, but this one doesn't do it for me. I also have it in the que pena, which my que pena is loading up. I got a lot of kits in the que pena.
Yeah.
All right. Now we move over to Minnesota United. I love their badge with that. I don't know. I forget what animal it is, but is it a loon? Is that what it's called?
A wild. It's like I don't know what kind of bird.
I don't want to say anything and sound like an idiot more than I already do, so I'm just gonna stop there. But I do like their badge. Chris, your thoughts?
So my thoughts, I like the little the black swooping thing on the sides of the jerseys. I've always liked the Target.
That's the MLS template right there. Like,
yes,
teams that decided to go with the template, that's what the template is. Those
little swooping lines there. Now, I actually, talking about Target, I love the Target sponsor logo in the middle of the jersey. I think that that's pretty cool. Aside from that, I think with the whole bird that they got going on and the little star in the back, I put this jersey and the sort of the discoloring on the bottom of the I guess from the neck down to the bottom of their kit. That's a dub.
Okay,
that's a dub for me.
You like that as a dub? I'm not a huge fan of that thing down the middle. I went with Black Friday sale. It's not bad. It's not bad. Wow. I'm not in love with it though. I would get it, but I would get it at a discounted price. I wouldn't pay full price for that. I'm with Amanda. Black Friday, because again, I would get it, but I'm not paying full price for it. So I would get it Black Friday sale, and that's Minnesota.
That's
all right,
fair.
now moving down to Colorado. Now this Colorado, let me tell you a couple of things here. Colorado changed their crest. I don't know if you noticed that, but see that crest right there?
It's looking real Chicago fiery.
No, it's the state. It's on the state flag. That's C. So they got rid of the Colorado Rapids logo and they put the Colorado C that's on their flag, and they put a soccer ball in the middle, which was a beautiful touch on top of the design in the middle of it. Now, I didn't realize that the crest had changed up until I was doing looking into it a little more earlier. And I think that was a really nice touch on top of the design. So what are your thoughts on this now that you also know about the C? Because I love when teams think outside the box and they change the crest a little bit. Even though some people are like, oh, no, that's sacrilege. You can't touch the crest. Nah, I like when they get creative and they touch the crest and they do things a little differently. And I think that this was beautifully done.
So I don't like the C. Looks like the Chicago Fire C. I don't like that. I like the oars that they did on the bottom of the kit, on the bottom left, I guess, of the kit. Other than that, it looks like they took this thing into a first grade art class and had 7 first graders splash it with black paint
You're a
for
crazy
20
person.
seconds. This is in my que pena category.
What? After I told you about the crest and everything?
I don't care about all of that. It is in my que pena category.
You are a maniac.
This looks like someone drank ink and
No.
sneezed it out of their nose onto the jersey.
You're a crazy person. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
And what is this? Chicago? Is this Colorado?
Colorado.
Is this the Cubs?
See,
I don't know
look,
what kind of jersey.
No, but you have to take into account that they make this for their fans. And if you're from Colorado, you recognize that C.
Good job. I'm not going to buy it outside of Colorado. I'm looking at this objectively, not as a fan. Because if you look at it as a fan, you're going to buy it regardless. Look, a bunch of kids took a dump with ink on this.
Well, they did it, man. It's a nice kid. I put it in that's a dub. To me, that's a dub. It's not 5 mics. I haven't dropped 5 mics yet. It's a dub for me. I love the crest. Great job. Think outside the box. I thought the design was also cool. But definitely not a 7-year-old. You're a piece of crap. All right. Now, here we got Real Salt Lake. You got those the checkered kit, which I don't know if it's ever been done in the MLS before. A lot of people are like, "Ooh, checkered jersey made it to the MLS," which makes me assume that this is the first time it happens. I do love navy blue. Yankee blue is one of my favorite colors. So I do love the color scheme here with the white, navy blue, red, and then the touches of that yellow. Chris, what are your thoughts?
David, you preaching today, brother. That is trash, dog. That's garbage. This is one of the worst jerseys. I was gonna put it first on my que pena list, and I didn't. But this is one of the ugliest jerseys. This is one of the ugliest kits I've seen this year. This checkered pattern, it is awful. It is awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is my first 5 mic kit.
What?
This is 5 mics. This is beautiful. It is unique. The color schemes, the blue with the white, red, and then the yellow accents across the top, across the front. I think that this was beautifully executed. I love the checkerboard. The Czech Republic does it. I love it. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. This is like one of the first kits that I see, and I'm like, man, I wish I was a Real Salt Lake fan because I would have got me one of these. If anybody from MLS is watching, you want to send me one, send me one. Battered fan across the bag, number 22. I love this. This to me is 5 mics. I absolutely love this kit.
I mean, look, at least the good thing is that Dennis Lopez says you could play chess in the intermission.
I love this kit. This is my first 5 mic kit. So there you go. I finally got a 5 mic on the board, even though you disagree.
My 5 mic so far is better than your 5 mic.
Which one was your 5 mic again?
The San Jose Earthquakes.
That crap. Get out of here. All right, here we go. Vancouver Whitecaps. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate this so much. I feel like this isn't a Vancouver Whitecaps. This is just to tell us, like, they're just promoting their sponsor. Like, that's all it is. Like, this is just a way to promote their sponsor. I hate this kid.
You could tell that they're going to be the Vancouver Grizzlies in a couple months. This kid is also in my Que Pena award. They're literally just trying to do whatever they can before they completely drown in snow. So this is also awful. A terrible kit, in my opinion. I do like the VWC FC on the bottom of the kit. I do like that. But for the most part, like that sponsor is just so overpowering. And it's such a basic jersey. It's a basic kit.
I absolutely hate this kit.
Yeah.
I hate this kit. The way they do that one vertical the horizontal stripe across the middle of the kit and then put the sponsor in the middle. Like, it just feels like that's the name of the team.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Horrible job. Que pena is all I have to say. Que pena.
Okay, nice. You got to end the que pena too.
Now, this one is going to be controversial. I'm sure of it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This wasn't it. I thought this was going to be another one. All right, this one, Nashville. This is not the controversial one. Nashville SC. What are your thoughts on this Nashville SC kit? They literally took the MLS template and then just like filled it in on their Photoshop and just drag and drop colors. That's it.
I'll tell you, I love that little play card on the bottom of the kit. I think it's super dope. I like the off coloring of the light blue, and I like the heart that's in the back. I actually didn't put the, if you think I'm going to 5 mic this, I didn't. I put that's a dub. It's a nice clean jersey. I like the yellow. It pops. That's a dub. It's a nice jersey. It's a nice kit.
I think that, like I said just a minute ago, they literally took the template on Photoshop and drag and dropped 2 colors, and that was it. And then it said, job done, send it to print. That's what they did. Que pena. I think most of the kits in this list are going to be on the que pena for me, because I feel like I'm saying that over and over again. But this was so lazy. Like, it's not even do better. It's que pena. This was horrible. No effort at all. They took at least give us stripes. A couple kits like Miami and Austin, they're like, you know what? We'll stick with the template, but we'll throw random vertical stripes. But they didn't even do that. They literally just drag and drop 2 colors on there. Like, give me a 3rd color. I don't care if your color's only 2 colors. Just throw a random green in there, or red. Do something. A black, a gray. Throw Johnny Cash's face on there somewhere. This is horrible.
They technically gave you a 3rd color. It's light blue.
Where?
On the little design that's on the bottom left of the kit.
Well, they could have done more with that.
You asked for a 3rd color. I'm just telling you they gave you one.
Horrible. Que pena. All right, here we go. Moving over to DC United. I'm going to let you go first.
But you've been letting me go first this whole time. I'm
Okay,
going to tell you.
I'll go first. I'll go first. I absolutely love this kit. I love this kit. I love this sand neutral color. I don't know, like what is it, like a beige type. I love the color. I love that they did what Nashville did, and they used the Adidas template, but they didn't just randomly throw like, oh, let me just drag and drop red on there. No, they went with like the 70s history of, like, I don't know, they're like acid times back then, where they were like all, you know, whatever those times were. I'm blanking right here, but they did those really interesting funky colors with like red and purple. I love what they did with the template. This is being half lazy and making the most out of little work, right? Because they used the template, but I think they did a great job with it. On top of the neutral color, that cream color, I really like this kit. It's a dub for me.
Que pena. I'm throwing it in the que pena category. You could throw in all of this stuff about throwing colors into the template of the MLS. What are you doing here, DC United? Do you even know your identity? Do you even know your own team colors? Like, what are you trying to do with this orange and this? No, I don't need any of this. As a DC United fan, I would take this and throw it in the garbage. Que pena.
No, you wouldn't, man. This is nice, man. They had a couple years ago, they had the cherry blossoms, which is awesome. And they didn't want to do the cherry blossoms again, but they went. Look, I'm all on board on this one. I consider making it a 5 mic.
They should have done the cherry blossoms. They should have done the cherry blossom. That's another reason why I put it in the que pena, because DC United is such a historic franchise with a lot of history within Washington, D.C., I guess. Like, they could have done the same thing. Like, I don't understand what this is. Come on, man.
Chris did wear FUBU. Well, I thought that to me, I even considered making it a 5 mics, honestly. But that's a dub for me. I really liked it. So I'm sticking with it's a dub. You're a horrible person. I'm kind of curious where you land on this one. The Houston Dynamo, their 20th anniversary. What do you think about the Houston Dynamo kit?
I like the 20 in the back. That's my favorite number. So I like that. I think that's a dope touch, but that's just like a me personally thing. Mm-hmm. I like the little patterns that they did in the front. I think that's pretty dope with your standard MLS, whatever standard setup. But I put it in the Black Friday clearance sale. I'll
Okay.
get it when it's on
You get it?
sale.
Okay.
It is just full blown orange. Like it's I like the
hard.
gray
What
touch.
are you gonna do with orange? That's rough.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, but look, the Knicks have it with blue and white. They
And
throw
it's
black
ugly.
in there. They'll throw gray in there. It's not ugly. Come on.
I much like you. I like the design across the front, that texture. I like that with that baby bluish color down the signs with the Adidas
Yes.
template. I don't think it was the worst. I don't think I would get it on Black Friday either, though. I'm gonna just put do better. I understand that orange is a hard color to work with, but figure it out, do better, and I guess I'll leave it as that. It wasn't que pena worthy, but you could do better than this. So I'm gonna stick with do better.
I could.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think that's fair.
Chicago Fire. Okay, I'll get started. I like the light blue. I like the light blue with the combination of the navy blue and the red across the collar. I'm not going to say that I absolutely love it, but I don't hate it. I'd wait till it goes on sale on Black Friday to cop this one.
You sure you didn't pull up the Chicago Fire jersey like a couple of slides back?
Yes,
You didn't pull it. You didn't pull the one with the C, right? That was.
That was the C from
Oh,
the
that's right.
Colorado
That's
flag.
right. That's right. No, I got it confused. Because exactly. This one, the Chicago Fire kit, it's a clean kit, but like, there's no red. There's not like there
is red.
Yeah, but barely on the bottom. You have it on the collar. But aside
this
from
is
that,
an ode to their flag. Their flag is very famous. Everybody recognizes
Yes, it is.
Chicago, right? So they're going with those colors. I thought it was nice. Maybe it could have
I
used
thought-
a little more red, but
it could have had a touch. Could have had a touch more. Very close. I was gonna put it in the do better category, but listen, Chicago, for a place that has a lot of history in the MLS and a lot of swag in terms of like in the city, this is dog water. Chicago hot dog water.
wow,
This is que pena for me.
wow. And Wiseman saying it's not even the right blue. Yeah, it's a little lighter than
Exactly.
the blue on the flag. But I like when teams try to think outside the box. Why are you trying to pigeonhole them to look in? That's why
This
you
is
like
outside the
that's why
box.
like-
to
no,
you,
that's
Danny.
why you like Nashville. No, yeah, because it's a different color than what we're used to. You want everybody to do what? You want the Nashville? That's the 5 mics for you?
Well, in Nashville, I didn't give it 5 mics. I put it in that's a dub.
Well,
So far, the only 5 mics that we've gotten is the San Jose Earthquakes, and that
Which
is
was
5
horrible.
mics. That's Omatic. That's
No.
Omatic.
No. The
It's not even-
RSL, the Real Salt Lake was the 5 mic. All right, here we go. Seattle Sounders. This was, and I was reading about this kid earlier because I remember it had a backstory where I think it was some tribal. Let's see if I can find it. 3 Salish women and the local weaving traditions. So that's where the pattern comes from. The 3, I don't know, Indian tribes, I guess, weaving. I think it's a beautiful kit, and when you give it a little local story to it, I'm all for it also. And when we were doing the MLS previews last week, Cameron from Seattle was wearing it and it looked awesome when he was wearing it also. I absolutely love this kit.
So that's what rating are you giving it?
I'm giving it 5 mics.
You know what? You and I are on the same page with that. I'm also putting it in the 5 mic category. I love that little quote that they have on the bottom where it says, I guess, water is sacred. The backstory behind it is phenomenal. I love the patterning in the middle. I think that this is one of the dopest kits in the MLS this season.
Seattle always hits it out of the park with their kids.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to
Absolutely.
Seattle. They do a great job with their kids. So okay, so we both got 5 mics for this one.
Yes.
Right. So now let's move over to CF Montreal. Very similar to what I said about Atlanta. I'm not a big fan of this, but I do like blue and black more than I like red and black. So I guess
Yes.
there's that. What do you think, Chris?
I like the touch in the corners that they have there. If you see it, They put the little kind of tiny logos, and then they put, I think, a couple words. I don't know if that's in French. I don't know if I
Probably.
can't story something impact.
It's probably in French.
I like the coloring. I like the coloring better, and it's a little different than what they've had. I put it in the do better because I feel like they could have been able to do a lot better with this.
Yeah, I'm also with it to do better.
Yeah.
You know, I know I get tradition and stuff, but do better, I guess.
Yeah, I think that they
not
could have
horrible.
done a lot better with this. It felt a little lazy. Felt a
All
little
right,
lazy.
here we go. The LA Galaxy is like sunrise or sunset. It's one of those things. I forget. It's called one of those two things, but it's supposed to represent either the sunrise or the sunset. I think it might be the sunset in LA. Uh, I think it's beautiful. I love this kit, and you know what I like even more is the way they put those 6 stars. They put those 5 across the badge and that sixth right above all of it. I think that
Yeah.
alone made me fall in love with the kit. On top of how original it looks, I love the color combo. It's very LA. I'm with it. I love it. I gave this 5 mics.
This kit, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind the coloring because of the whole galaxy touch that you're trying to do, LA or Carson. Like I get it, but
Oh,
I
you're
put
throwing
it.
shade at them by saying Carson?
I put it in the do better. I put it in the do better. I felt like they could have done that same colorway in a more strategic way. I felt like they could have done this better instead of just like splashing a splash of paint in a certain angle of purple, splashing a certain paint in blue streaks. Boom, like a big one in the middle. I don't like this. This is garbage for me. Do
Wow.
better.
Wow, really? You're
Yeah,
crazy. This kid
yeah.
is beautiful.
No, do better.
Wow.
Everybody's hating on my kid take.
Well, dude, you said the San Jose was 5 mics and this is do better?
San Jose is completely 5 mics.
Oh my god, you are horrible. This kid is beautiful.
No, this kid is not. You think this is beautiful? You
Yes.
think this is beautiful? Like
Yes. I love this kid.
your taste is awful. This kid, like you have another classroom full of second graders who don't take brushes. They take buckets of paint and just splash it onto a kid.
And it was sunrise. It represents the sunrise in LA, which is beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful kid.
No,
Now,
beautiful.
here we go with Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Chris, I'll let you take this one.
All right, Cincinnati, they got, what is it? All for Cincy in the back. They put the little X with the crown on the top. Mercy Health is their sponsor, as you can see, printed hugely in the front of the kit. They got that sort of cross pattern again, like they had in their other kits that I've seen before. I put this kit, and I don't know if it has a better story, but I put it in the do better category.
Maybe Justin can fill us in with any story behind it. I put it in the do better. I didn't think it was absolutely horrible. I don't love it. I think it looks very similar to the badge, right? Because when I look at it, I think about the badge. So do better. I'm sure they could have done better. But it isn't the worst thing in the world either, I guess. But yeah, definitely they could have done better. So
yeah,
let's
they
stick
could
to
have done
do
a lot better.
All right. Portland Timbers celebrating, I don't know if that's 50 or 75.
50
They got a
years.
50 out there and 70. And
They got
they got a
50.
75 there also.
Yeah, I think it was 50 years that they've had like a professional team. Hold on, I'll look into it. Maybe people will say it in the chat.
I like this deep green.
50 years of club history.
Okay. I like the deep green with that combo of gold. I think it looks really nice.
It's 75 because it started in 75, so it's been 50 years.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So since 1975.
I like the pattern, that little almost like a fingerprint. Um, uh, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. And if it were to come to Black Friday, I'd purchase it on Black Friday for a discount. Chris?
I love, just by the way, I love this green hunter color.
Yeah,
I
it's a nice
love
color with the gold combo. It's nice.
I love the green. I love the green hunter color. I love that brown sort of accent on it, which is like very woody for timbers and stuff. 75, beautiful touch when they started. 50 years, that's another beautiful touch. Like the Tillamook deal, whatever. I mean, it's not that big as far as like a sponsor is concerned. This was very close for me to be on the 5 mics, but no, I put it at that's a dub.
And the wise men said, God damn, you both have crap taste. uh, that's hilarious. All right.
Yeah.
So, look, I'd
I
get it
put
on
it in the
Black
that's a
Friday.
dub.
Yeah, I'll get it on Black Friday. All right.
Yeah.
NYCFC. Regular baby blue, as they always do. Right there, it says New York City Football Club across the bottom right, established in 2015.
That's dope.
They got their traditional navy blue and orange across the collar to differentiate them from Man City, I guess, because that's like the only thing they have different from Man City. And my understanding is that it's supposed to represent the skyline. I don't get it, Davi. I don't see where the skyline exactly is in this or how it represents it. I don't hate it, but when they tell me that it represents the skyline, I don't see it. I'm going with Black Friday sale. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'd get it on Black Friday if I was an NYCFC fan.
I read the same thing and I don't see it either. I do love the logo in the back of the kit. And I love the little sign that they have on the bottom left of the kit. I also have it down as a Black Friday clearance sale.
Yeah, I'd wear it. I think the design is interesting. I just don't understand what exactly it is that I'm looking at, and I really don't understand how it represents the skyline. So there goes that. All right, here we go. FC Dallas. Now it has that LH for Lamar Hunt, I would assume, on the bottom right. You got the Texas flag on the back of the kit. I do like how they made the badge red.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a nice touch. What do you think about this kit?
I think that badge is a super nice touch. I love the Texas flag in the back. I don't like the look of the UT Southwestern Medical Center crap. I mean, I guess there's only so much you could do with the sponsor of the kit, but I don't know. I put it in the do better. I felt like they could have done something a little bit different, especially something more like Dallas related.
If it wasn't for the badge, I would have put it in the que pena, but because they made the badge red, I put it in the do better. They could have done better, but it wasn't absolutely horrible because of the badge. Wasn't. I think I thought that, like I said, I like when people play with the badge, and when you make the badge look a little different. I like that.
Look at this. Look at this. Justin Blair says leans too much into the Dallas burn. That is 2 consecutive kits calling back to them. Good observation right there.
Here we go. Austin FC. Now, this kit, they've done green and black stripes in the past. Here they went 2 shades of green, which I thought was interesting. And I don't hate, because I kind of like stripes on a kit. Chris, your thoughts on this kit?
I like the green, but not this green. Now, the good thing is that it doesn't look horrible on this kit. They still have the same sponsor in the front, Yeti. They have in the back, if you could just pull up a bigger image, because I couldn't see the words that were on it, but they have the heart, and then I believe that says Verde Listos. So I like that I like that touch that's there, and they put another badge on the side of the kit. I actually put it in that's a dub. I thought that was a really good kit.
I don't hate it. I would buy it if it went on sale on Black Friday. So I put it on my Black Friday because I like stripes and I like that Steve's crayon kit. I do like that teams are going with not with stripes, but the same color stripes,
Yeah.
just different shades, and I think
I
that's
mean, you're
interesting.
wearing something like that right
Right,
now.
right. We're gonna get into that when it pops up, but I do like that. I think that's interesting way to do it. So I like it. If it went on sale, I would get it. Now, this is the one I was telling you earlier that I thought that would kind of bring some controversy because I know a lot of people have different feelings about this one. So, um,
I'll
like I
start
told
off.
you, okay, go for it.
I'll start off. Columbus Crew. This is a kit where they have goosebumps in the back. They have, what does that say? Columbus Crew etched super nice, like
Hmm.
super nicely right there.
Hmm.
And then you have sort of the goosebumpy sort of deal in the front. Dude,
Hmm.
this is another Illmatic right here. 5 mics for me.
Oh,
This
five
is a 5 micer.
mics. There's
This
a
is a
lot of
5
people that
micer.
hate it. A lot of people say that it looks like, I I love a good story, and although it's not necessarily a crazy story, I do like that it went and that they
That's cool as
paid
hell.
homage. Yeah, that's why they paid homage to the most famous person to come out of Columbus, because I believe that might be the most famous person to come out of Columbus. So I also liked it because of that. So and it is UV reflective. So because of all those reasons, although if you just see it for the first time without realizing that it's goosebumps, you might be like, "What the heck is going on here?"
Yeah.
I think it's a dub. I wouldn't put it 5 mics, but I do think it's a dub. I think that look, they went creative again. I like people to think outside the box, and when you pay homage to somebody that's from your place, give it that local
That's super
touch.
dope.
That's nice also. So
Yeah.
I went. It's a dub. So good job by Columbus on that one. Better than the Charlie Brown crap that they did last year.
Yeah, I like that jersey too because
That's
I like
yeah,
Charlie
you like
Brown.
Charlie
But
Brown.
this, yeah,
All right, here we go. The New York Red Bulls. All right, it's like I said earlier that I
it's
like
embarrassing.
that cream color, but this is how you do a cream color poorly. Like this looks like army fatigue. Like I really don't know what the story behind this kid is. Maybe Davi, I know he's an NYCFC fan, but maybe he can give us some insight. But this kit was really bad. I'm not a fan. I see that they have kind of like the NY imprinted towards the bottom of the
Yes.
kit, but that
Mhm.
doesn't save it. This is a kit banner for me.
I actually put it just looking at it without any biasness. I put it in the buy it in the Black Friday clearance time. It's not a terrible kit, and it actually reminded me of an intro that Wu Tang had talking about cream, and it's not bad. It's just it could have been done better, but I'd buy it. It's not their worst.
Nah, I don't
Richard
like it, man.
Greenberg says he has a good point. It just looks dirty.
It looks like something that they wore in Desert Storm. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
All right. Here moving on to Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Union. Um, they have, as you can see, and I told you, the crest. They just put the snake. Love that. It's like lightning bolt. So I don't know what exactly that is.
Yeah.
Uh, the Electric City. I don't know what the hell that's for. But I do love the baby blue and yellow. I used to love the San Diego Chargers kits. Football jerseys when it was baby blue and yellow back when Danny Tomlinson used to rock them. So I really like this also. To me, this is a dub.
And Benjamin Franklin flew a kite in lightning. That's what Mr.
Is
Krabs is
that
saying.
is that what the story behind that is? Interesting.
I don't know if that is, but I'll tell you right now, that one is in my 5 mics category. I
Okay.
have this one down in my 5 mics category. I love the pattern. I
It's
love
called
the
the
fact that
Voltage Kit.
okay, so that makes a lot of sense. I love the snake, dude. This is a very very nice kit to me. Very nice kit. 5 mics.
The club doesn't cite Benjamin Franklin in their thinking, but did have Tesla coils at their unveiling, even though Nikolai
Oh, that's
Tesla
nice.
doesn't have roots in Philly.
Very nice. Okay. It's five
All right.
mics for me.
5 mics. I went. It's a dub. It's a dub. I think it's nice. All right. Moving on to Orlando City. Now, my understanding is that this has something to do with a hurricane. I don't see it. To me, it looks more like a snake, like a black mamba type kit. I
Yeah.
don't see where the hurricane. I don't see how that pattern says hurricane to me.
Well,
I
it
think
looks like
that's
a
more like
hurricane, like on the GPS when the news always talks about hurricanes on the bottom right,
uh
on the bottom left.
maybe. Oh, on the
They're talking
bottom
about
left of the kit.
that little
Yeah.
circle bottom left. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I'm talking about the actual texture on the
the
actual front
pattern.
of the kit. I don't see.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, it's a do better. I wasn't a big fan of it.
I put in Black Friday clearance for me. It's not a bad
Okay.
kit. I mean, it's better than their other purplish kits. It's more creative. I don't know why they went with the whole hurricane thing. Like Orlando gets hit with a hurricane once every like 3 years. Get out of here. Every 5 years. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
put it. I buy it in. I buy it in Black Friday.
No, I think they could do better. All right, here we go. We're almost to the end. New England Revolution. You got those. I guess those are trees. I don't know what that is. What the design is. I don't get it. I don't even know what the design is supposed to be. It's supposed to be trees, lightning. What's going on there? I don't know, Chris. What do you think of this kid?
The New England kit, from what I noticed, it does have a tree. It looks like it looks like there's sort of trees. Soccer Daddy is giving it 5. Mike V saying it looks like it's curtains. David David saying it's pine
It's pine
trees.
trees.
Uh,
It's que
and
pena
yes,
for me is what it is. It's que pena.
Leo Campana has to wear that. Yes, and Leo Campana is going to be a 5 mic rocker for me. This is a 5 micer for me, Danny.
5 mics. This
Yes,
crap.
yes. This is
This is a bunch
5
of Christmas
mics.
trees.
This is 5 mics for me. The color pattern in the middle, they off it with the dark blue. It's not that yucky ass blue and red that they normally wear. They stayed away from that yucky ass blue and red.
That's your love
I
for
think that
Campana talking. This is a
no, it
horrible.
isn't. No, it
Que
isn't.
pena.
No, it isn't. Get out.
Oh,
5
you,
mics.
you and I are so different because I think all of our 5 mics, the other person said que pena for that same kid.
No,
You and
we
I
picked.
couldn't be more off.
No, we picked Seattle Sounders. We 5 mic together on that.
Yeah, that one nobody can get that one wrong. But this, I hate this kid. All right, moving on. Charlotte FC. It has for those of you that can't see here in the image, it's like the top of a crown, and it's imprinted throughout the whole kit. They changed the Charlotte logo, which I've said it a few times. I love when they play with the crest. They put CLT right there.
Yeah.
CLTFC on the badge where the badge would go. I'm going 5 mics on the Charlotte. I love this kid. Absolutely love this kid.
I was going 5 mics. I was gonna go 5 mics on this, but I wanted to leave 5 kits for the 5 mic category, and it was actually between this one and the New England Revolution one. I put this one in that's a dub category. Very nice jersey. It's a full black jersey, so like they didn't do much with it, but it's super clean. A lot of nice details concerning like the fans and the city, so it's nice.
All right. Well, I love it. This is my last 5 mic. I don't have any more 5 mics after this. That was my last one, and
Yeah, I'm done with my 5 mics also.
all right, here we go. LAFC. White with gold accents. They put the collar on there. Pretty plain. What do you think of the LAFC kit?
Do better. I like the little eagle thing on the bottom left. I like the little words that you guys put in the back. But for the most part, like, do better. This all white thing, like, I hate having like this all one color with just the accent colors. I mean, the gold saves it from being que pena because the gold pops.
I honestly think
It is
that
a clean kit.
I think if it was black instead of white, it might look even better. I think the white with the gold on it just looks boring, honestly. I think
It is.
the black and gold combination really pops. White and gold, not as much. Looks clean, yes, but I think they could do better, and that's where I put it, in the do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and only one kit to go. Here is the final kit, and it is the Inter Miami home kit. It's pink with the vertical stripes. A lot of people said that it's an ode to Messi in Argentina. It's possible, but it's the one I'm wearing currently. I'm a fan. I think this is a nice kit. I love that they went pink, but they went two shades of pink instead of going pink with black stripes or white stripes.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of it. Chris, what are your thoughts on this kit?
No, I mean I like it. It's a nice kit. It's an ode to Messi, so there's some storyline, I guess there. Um, I put it in as that's a dub, but I put it in that's a dub considering what the kit was last season. Last
Oh
season
yeah.
with the whole mame color, they saved themselves with this kit. Absolutely.
Well, last year I came on and I've been saying it that that's the worst. Last year's Inter Miami home kit was
Worst
the
ever.
worst kit in MLS history. Like MLS
Yeah,
history
ever.
is where I put it.
Ever.
And to prove that, that's the only kit that has only been worn once, like for 1 year. Like if you look back in the history of the MLS, I believe that that's the only kit that was only around 1 year, and they allowed the team to change it. That's how horrible it was. 1 year in existence, and they said, you know what, we effed up. Go ahead, let's retry that. And
Yeah.
so that's how bad it was. We got this one. Now it's not the best kit in the world, and I ended up putting it in the Black Friday because I'm much like you. I took a step back, and outside of the fandom, I said if I wasn't a fan, right, because I just buy all the kits, I'll wait for
Yeah.
Black Friday. Obviously, I'm wearing it. I didn't wait for Black Friday, but like
Exactly.
Chris said, I'd buy any kit because it's my team's kit.
Yeah.
But this, as far as aesthetics go and everything, Black Friday sale.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I thought it was a dub just considering the kind of crappy kit that we had last season.
Yeah.
But yeah, objectively looking at it, Black Friday clearance, that's a dub. Though both of those categories seem pretty fair.
All right. And that does it for our review and rankings. And here, I'll pop up mine first real quick. So I had the 5 mics. I had the RSL, Charlotte, Portland, and LA Galaxy across the top for my 5 mics. That's a dub was the Miami away. I had the Colorado, the Goosebumps, Philly, and
Chicago.
Washington and DC United. Black Friday, Miami, San Jose, Minnesota, Chicago, Portland, NYCFC, and Austin. Do better was, well, I'm not going to mention all of them, but do better and get Pena across the bottom. Which one was the worst kit of all of them, Chris, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think the worst kit out of all of them, I would have to give it over to Vancouver.
Okay. I would give it to Nashville. And my favorite kit, what's your number one out of all of them?
Oh, my favorite kit, hands down, is probably going to be the San Jose one or the Columbus. It's a tie between those two.
For me, it would be either Seattle or Real Salt Lake. And then here is Chris's. His 5 mics was Columbus, Philly, San Jose, New England, and Seattle. It's a dub. Was Nashville somehow ended up there. I think that's the worst kit of the year. Minnesota, Charlotte, Inter Miami home, Austin, Portland, and Black Friday, Atlanta, Orlando, Red Bulls, NYCFC, Houston, Miami away, and San Diego home.
Yeah, San Diego. And then you got to do better down there in the Quepenas. Again, the San Diego gets that judgment because it's their home opener. I mean, it's their opening kit. I don't know. Maybe I could have put it down a couple notches, but
Yeah.
it stays there and it's going. It's that's where it is.
All right. Well, that was the review. It was supposed to go 30 minutes. We ended up going an hour, but we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Chris, I hate you. Your taste is absolutely horrible. But thank you, and thank you for everybody in the chat that joined in. That was a lot of fun, and we'll do some more of this type of stuff in the future because it was fun. If you're listening on audio, I don't know why. This is a very visual show. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're almost at 1K, and we'll be back later this week. We're going to be doing a season preview MLS 2025. So we'll catch you on Thursday night for that. So until the next one, have a good one.